Well, I'm in the Amy Mobile. I am heading back to Northfield Park to drive a Mordiner. Now, a lot of people said Anthony won't possibly drive 2 hours to Marion, race in the heat, get back in the car and drive 2 hours back to race a Mordiner to the 6-hole, only to get in the car and drive 2 hours back to Marion tonight. You'd be wrong, because that's exactly what I'm going to do. I like a Mordiner. I don't really know who he's in with tonight. I know there's a couple of horses that qualified well in there, but I like what I saw with him training the other day, and I want to see what he's going to show me in a race tonight. So I want to be there. So I'm on my way right now to drive a Mordiner. Now, today, a little sweet and sour, right? We had a fantastic mile. In fact, a track record shattering mile from 1-2 skip a few. Now, you might say to yourself, wow, 2-6 and 1, shatter. But you're talking about a farm track, end of June, for a filly who just turned 2, realistically. So 1-2 skip a few. It was great today. The track was soft, a little deep. It was great for her, and equally horrible for Isaac Penn. Now, I'm going to tell you why in a minute. So 1-2 skip a few, warmed up good. Got away in the front. I didn't care how fast we went. I wanted to get a good workout into her, regardless if that meant she hopefully won by a nose or won by a football field. I didn't care. I was there for a workout, and that's what she got. She was very, very, very strong. Not that it matters, but she wears earplugs. I never pulled them. I never growled at her. Just kept her to task the whole way, and she was very good. Now, I raced the gray filly, and a lot of people are going to say, well, she doesn't like the front, or you want a big quarter and a big half. Listen, this is a 3-year-old pacing filly. You're going to come 34 seconds on the farm track? Okay. I could have covered her up. I could have stayed behind the gentleman. I let him go going to the quarter pole, and he looked over and he said, just come back around. You don't have to tell me. I mean, your horse is, I don't know where your horse is from, little Skippy. I'm coming back around you. Come back around. I come back around. We are 28-3, 59 apiece. The horse that was tons the best comes first over. He clears the front. As he clears the front, I kick the earplugs out. I want to stay close to him and try and finish second. As soon as I kicked the earplugs out, and she could smell what was about to happen. She didn't really want a whole lot of it. I'll tell you what she was doing. It's the best she's ever paced. Pacing great. That's very telling. A little bumpy at Northfield Park where the track's a little firmer and faster sometimes. You get her on a softer, slower track and she's pacing great. A little telling. But she faltered, finished fourth. I can tell you this much. Had I got away in the 2-hole and stayed in the 2-hole, I'm probably still fourth anyway. So, blame me if you want for Gray's a New Red. She's an okay filly. She's an overnight horse, maybe. But at the same time, I literally just had a gentleman call looking to buy her. I'm not giving her away. I'm not going to give her away. She still has worth. She's bred very well. She can pace 56. She's not a useless animal. So, I'm not giving her away. So, we'll see where that goes. And then, obviously, in the 5th race, I really just thought, the way Isaac 10 warmed up, I just thought she was going to jog, to be honest. And here's the problem with that. She wears her shoes around backwards right now, so open-toed. For those of you that are horsemen out there, I'll give everybody that's not a horseman a little lesson. Sometimes you turn their shoes around, they hit a little bit less, they break over a little bit quicker. I'm not a huge fan of it, but at the same time, when it comes to babies and youngsters trotting, aside from trotters themselves, absolutely the number one rule is keep them trotting. So to keep them to do that, if we have to turn our shoes around or change it from a heavier to a lighter shoe, I'll do whatever I can. It's not just the trotting side. She touches her knees a little bit, and we'll get into that left hind. Jack a little bit also. Now, the left hind jack was good today. It didn't blow up after the race, so less hitting. Now, I don't understand. We had her shod. I had her feet built up a little bit with glue, put the open-toed shoes on her. I thought it looked great. Guy did a great job. But then he changed the shoes behind. I don't know why he would do that. I don't think it mattered today. The problem you saw is when she started to creep up into top gear, no matter how fast they're going, they're still working. The track's a little deep and they're slower, fine, but they're still working. And as she crept up into top gear, that's where she struggled. It almost felt like she was swimming. coming out of the gate, makes a break. Down the backstretch, she's catching up as hard as she can, makes a break. As you get her up into that top gear, I think she was just spinning off the surface. That open toe, there was nothing to grab, right? Then you couple that with a deep track, land, spin. And it's very tiring for the horse, and it's very uncomfortable for the horse also. I could hear her pop, 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 touch herself, and rolled off. So, I know my wife loves this filly to death. Loves her to death. And was frustrated that we took her to Marion, and then really angry at me because she made a break. But, as I said to her, I said, honey, mentally, this filly is 100%. She understands her job. She can do her work. Her body's failing her a little bit. Her mind knows what to do. Her body just can't do it. Is that maturity a little bit also? Physical maturity? I can assure you from the horses I've had in the past that hit their knees and get into that jack, they do. They'll come forward, but not always at 2. So as I said to Amy, she didn't get the joke because she's a little younger than me. I said, as George Michael said, you gotta have a little faith. The faith. She didn't get it. Told her to Google it. We can make a few little changes also with her shoeing, but I liked what I saw, except for the deep track. Does that mean we leave her the same? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Do we put hobbles on her? See if we can hold her together? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So, I really don't. So we're going to have to see. I don't know. So, when it comes to Eyes 10, a lot up in the air, but as I said, and I made a joke about it, but I'm serious, have faith. This is a strong filly that absolutely understands her work, just needs a little help getting it done. So we'll see. I was frustrated, but not disappointed with her. She tried as hard as she could, wanted to do her work today. This isn't a situation where it's, she tries so hard, but she's just not good enough. She is good enough. She's very fast. I do not want to get her to a position where she's uncomfortable, right? Where she's frustrated in herself and starts getting angry. I don't want to get her there. So everything is on the table, from putting the hobbles on her to changing her shoes to racing her once and saying, okay, we're going to turn her out for a little bit and let her fill out. That's on the table too. So extremely happy with Eyes 10. There's what hard work can get you, right? Little bumpy, made breaks, didn't look great all year. Was soundly our 6th best filly coming into this fair. Started to climb the ladder a little bit. She's tough filly. Very happy with 1-2 skip a few, the new track record holder at Marion Fairgrounds in Ohio. So that was the fairs. We talked about where I'm going now with Amor Diener. And then also, we had a lot of people ask me. So I get this out of the way right now. Mischievous Rose is not qualifying. Is not qualifying at all tomorrow. So Mischievous Rose does have allergies. She does have mucus. That will inevitably lead to little flecks of blood in her airway. So I said to Johnny here, we need to be a little more aggressive and proactive with her with the tools we have. So we've laid out a schedule in which she will train Thursday. She will qualify a week from Tuesday and race in the first gold. The necessity to qualify her tomorrow was to try and get a mile into her for the gold next Tuesday. Now, James swears this filly is a gold filly. Okay, that's fine. If Voyage is a gold, or somebody just texted me Voyage. If Mischievous Rose is a gold filly, then she'll be a gold filly later in the summer also. It's not like you're like, she's a gold filly right now, but she might be worse later on. No, she's a good horse. Our job is to keep her a good horse. And this isn't just her. This is the same schedule we're going to put Arches Rainbow on. She trained today, actually. So she'll go back Thursday, both her and Mischievous Rose, then qualify next Tuesday. Now, Arches Rainbow has to qualify because she's never qualified before. Mischievous Rose will qualify as a tightener, get her in with a group of horses, and then we'll scope them. Both Thursday they will be scoped, trained and scoped. Both Tuesday they will be qualified and scoped. And then we will race them in the first grassroots and then scope them also. I am going to keep a very close eye on this airway with Johnny. If I believe that these fillies can't race comfortably, consistently right now, without their allergies playing a major negative role in their growth, in their maturity, then they won't race. They won't race until August. We'll wait until after the Grand Circuit meet in Ontario to start them back up again, which is fine. There's more than enough. There's at least maybe 3 golds left after that. So lots of racing left for these fillies. Most importantly right now, 100% the most important thing to do is to make sure we stay on top of it, stay out in front of it. No more counterpunching with these fillies. Be proactive, be on the attack with them, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So Thursday, they will not qualify tomorrow. Thursday, they will train at Mohawk. Tuesday, they will qualify, both of them, next Tuesday at Mohawk, followed by a grassroots event the following Tuesday. So that's where we're at with these 2 fillies. We have a number of horses that didn't get in this week. I don't want to talk about That's My Girl. The only thing Tim asked the race secretary for was a later race with That's My Girl, so I could qualify and school our horse in Ohio and then go. And of course, he put us in the first race. I take note of that. That's okay. I remember. I can't drive her. I would say there's a better chance than not that she'll make a break. I don't know. We didn't enter her with the intention of me not going there. We didn't enter her with the intention of making a break. We entered her hoping she'd get in the 8th or 9th race and I could go there and drive her. But I can't. So I won't. But I'll remember. Someday you'll need a horse to fill a class, and it will not be present. So, that's fine. That's My Girls in the first race. I have no idea who's going to drive her. Hunter, Dave Pallone, Mike Wilder, Tony Hall. Any of those guys are fine. We'll see. I'm past that now. What else are we going to talk about? Thursday morning, we're going to be busy. A lot of these horses are going to be back into qualify. Confederate Cruiser. Procrastinator didn't get in at Scioto, so Jason's likely going to tell me, hey, let's put him into qualify. We got Duke Dio to re-qualify. We have a number of horses to school, train, and qualify on Thursday. Thursday morning is going to be a big day for us. But now I'm not going to Scioto Thursday. Nothing got in. Not going to the Meadows Thursday because we're in the first. Friday will be a big day, though. Friday is the Meadows in the morning, in the afternoon, and then off to Scioto in the evening. Big day. Friday, people are like, wow. Jason said, well, why would you even go to the Meadows? Hold on. We got horses entered in the Meadows, plus Pennsylvania Sire Stakes for a little filly called Taiwan On that really caught my eye the other day. So, yeah, I do want to go to the Meadows and race, and then go and race Of Tom and Voyage of Ice and Fire. So that's what Friday is going to look like. We have a number of our clients coming out. I know this is lost to everybody in Ontario now because it was taken away from us, but we're going to have people at the racetracks. I know they said, oh, we're going to have spectators in Ontario. I don't even know what that means. You know, one person for every 12 feet with an oxygen mask on. I have no idea what the government has planned for that. You know, the way that, you know, what Jim Lawson and Jessica and Ian, all the people that have to do anything in Ontario have been asked to navigate is very difficult. I don't want to talk about that. But for Friday here in Ohio, we have clients coming out, lots of clients coming out. We have the whole patio. I didn't tell Kelly, we didn't say a word, I'm an idiot. We have the whole patio Friday. Whatever that patio is in Scioto, we have it. I told Jason Roth that we have probably 20 clients coming out probably. If you want to join us in Scioto on Friday at the patio, let me know. I don't know if we have to make a list. I'm not sure what Jason's asking for. Maybe you just show up, but we're going to be on some sort of a patio on Friday to watch Of Tom and Voyage of Ice and Fire. Hopefully Spirited Dio and at least one or two others. Maybe West 52nd, I'm not sure. But to watch a number of them go. So that is what we're looking for this week. That's what's coming up this week. For me, I'm on my way to a Moordiner in Northfield Park. After that, I'm going back to the fair, to the town, beautiful little town. Going back to the town for the fair tomorrow. We have 4 in tomorrow. Granite Hill, You Gotta Believe, Matt's MVP, and Luck of the Dragon is also in tomorrow. So hoping for a good day tomorrow. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. It's changing every 15 seconds. So we'll see what is going to happen at the fair tomorrow. So big week, big day, lots going on. Good luck to everybody this week. I will talk to you all very, very soon.